Hello and welcome to the week 3 project. We're just rolling right around, right along here. All right. So here's your, we're going to do a week 3 project today. And basically these are the things we're going to be doing with the week 3 project. We're using the same data set. You'll download it from the class, the week 3 project. And basically you'll be able to use the same data and we'll get these items here. Okay. Let's get started on that. So I already have my little box here because I use this for everything. You can create by inserting and doing the text and putting a box in there. That way you can actually use this as your writing piece to answer the questions. All right, so what we're doing is, on this one, we're trying to answer some questions here. We want to know if we select 7 colleges from a major, then okay, this is actually a question here that's not part of, well, it's part of it, but it's asking you what kind of experiment is it? Is it a binomial one or not? And to answer that, you can go to there's a couple websites you can go to to help you. To see the characteristics. I like using this one here, this one website. Math is fun, and we're going to be using this in a second here. But this website here is pretty good to answer some of those questions you're looking at for binomial type questions. So if you actually typed in here binomial, it should bring you up. Okay, definition of binomial, pull it in there. And you'll see, okay? Actually, it's back here. It didn't pull up all the way, did it? I think it's the binomial distribution. Let's try that. Yeah, this coin toss. So if you're picking only 7, it's somewhere like this experiment, but you can use this as an example to help you explain it, okay? And again, that's mathisfun.com. And then you can type in here in the box. All right. What I'm going to do is go back to the one I was looking at a while ago. This is what we're going to be doing for this session here, this piece. All right, so that's that. Now the next part here is we're going to actually look at the data and see if it's normally distributed or not. So we're doing similar things we did in week 2 and 3, or yeah, week 2 and 1. Taking a step further though, okay? So we're using the annual percent ROI, which is right here. I'll just go into highlight so I won't forget which one we're doing. And we want to see if it's normally distributed or not. So the first thing is, when we're looking at normally distributed, we're looking at these characteristics here. This is what normal looks like, okay? It's like a little bell-shaped curve, right? And these items up here, this is descriptions of what is not normally distributed. And we need to see it visually. Sometimes we can actually look at the numbers to tell. And when you look at the numbers from the descriptive statistics, you would see where mean, median, and mode equal. Okay? It's symmetrical. So if it's not, then chances are it's not going to be bell curve. It's going to be one of these type of skewed type of graphs here, spread out, distributed, right? So let's go ahead and do this. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to Insert, Data, Data Analysis, Descriptive Statistics. You push OK, and what we're going to do is we're going to make sure we delete what we had previously, because that's some of the stuff that could have been overwritten, right, already, or moved. So input range is going to be annual ROI, because we're working with the annual ROI today, right? Annual ROI, and we want to do the output range. We'll select again where we want to put it, and we'll just put it somewhere away from the data, and summary statistics. There you go. Now what you want to do is highlight, go ahead and highlight your the 3 you're looking at. mean, medium, and mode. Okay. Next thing you want to do is go to all three here, control, and then click on them. You want to make sure they're all the same, 3 digits or whatever, 3 digits out. Okay. Are these equal? I think it looks like they're off by a couple, right? If we did it like this, I'll show you. If we did it like this, you can tell it's not equal, right? Okay. And then that's why we go out, 3 decimal points out. The next thing we have to do is do a histogram. I know you love those, right? So we have to create a bin in histograms, right? And we also remembered to actually copy the formatting over here. So we want to make sure we use the format painter and go down here. And the reason why we do that, again, is just to make it simple, right? And make sure it's the same data matching there. Last time we used this thing called 6% first. Let me verify with you here. So 6%, the minimum value is 6.7%. We're good. And we want to go up to at least 11, and we're fine, right? So if I go up by 5, so 6.5, I can drag this down like last time, like we did, and go up to 11. Okay. And if you want to, you can move the insert here and move this to the side if you want to, a little bit, and move this over here if you'd like to. Okay. So the next thing we do is data analysis toolpack. Again, and we're going to do the histogram again. This time we're checking the different data now, so we're going to go ahead and select this data, annual ROI, and you see why I went ahead and highlighted it, so I remember myself, right? And then you highlight the bin range. Yes, it's labels because we have the labels there, annual ROI and bin. Output range, yes, we want to change our output range. I'm just going to put it here today. Okay, and then we want a chart output. What I'm going to do is move the chart below here now so we can actually see it. Okay, and we can actually move this chart a little bit in like this. Now, does this look like a bell curve? Remember, we're doing a bell curve. Let's see here. Here's our bell curve. If I want to, I can right click and copy this just so you can see that just for us here. You do not have to do this for your class though. Didn't work, did it? Copy image. Didn't want to paste. Didn't want to go. Oh well. It's supposed to look like that shape, so our shape looks like this. It does not, right? So then the next question is, which one does it look like? Is it skewed to the more on the right, meaning that the values are more to the right? Here's your center value right here. Okay, these are always your center values. Is it more on the left? So if we look at yours, oh, I didn't mean to move that. Your value, if I looked at this insert, I'm going to do a little insert thing here. This is important. Insert shape. Go to my little call out box here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in here, make it clear so I can see. Double click on it. Center value is what? Which is where is the center value? Come on. And we do annual ROI, which is okay. So median, either one of those. So if you did 74, if you just do it 7.4%, if you did that, which would be fine. The median or the mean, which one you want to use? 7.8. You can just go like over here like this and point to it, which is pretty close to this right here. So this is your center value. You can actually bring this over here if you want to. Put in here. And you can say this is our center value, 7.4%. Okay. So everything should be close to here. So it looks like things are to the right. Okay. So this one here is one of these right here. So it's if you said it was to the right, meaning that these data points are to the right, then you're right. If you said it was to the left, because the data points would be trailing to the left, then that's not. So it's trailing to the right. Okay, that's pretty much it. This is not normally distributed because of that fact. So it has to be a bell-shaped curve, and the mean, median, and mode. Mean, median, mode has to equal. That's it for this project. You would have to do the same thing for the next major here. Okay. All right. Thank you.